Maybe, I don't know. Okay, I also consulted that guide I mentioned about a little something for another event, and here we go. Alright, Neon. Here we go. Should be good enough to train on steps. Okay, we should find... Okay, well, I'm going to need a target to... Huh, I guess great minds think alike. Hey, Jack! It's Training Semblance Partner? Just like you. So observe the various patterns of frozen ground around us. There are various shapes, some are geometrical, others look like explosions. So, what are you working on exactly? Oh, you know, the usual. Except I don't. Just teasing. Trying to learn to control my... let's call it my field of cold better. Seems like controlling the intensity of its effects is still beyond me, but I'm learning to better handle its size and shape. So far you could only spread out in a circle around you, correct? 360 degrees and in all directions with the same distance and at the same time. Sounds like a recipe for a friendly fire. I know, which is why the only person I've ever been able to partner with before is Evelyn. Even in the heat of battle, she can see it coming. Yeah, that's actually clever, actually, now that I think about it. Anyway, this is the first time in years I've had to sit down, focus, and train it. The static nature of the school life, huh? How's it going? Not as well as it could be. It's like trying to rein in a starving dog. Huh, that's one specific metaphor there. Why a starving dog? Because it's hungry, Mark. Or at least it feels like it is. As long as there's kinetic energy to be had, it keeps wanting more. Wow, you're almost making it sound alive. Sometimes it does feel alive. Sadly, Oswin never managed to put me in contact with anyone with similar semblance, so I've always had to learn by myself, bit by bit. Sounds lonely. Sounds hard, but now I'm making some headway into size and shape. Let me show you. Let me show you from above. She points at a random. There's ice on the ground. That looks similar to the one she'd created during the fight with Weiss. You can make the field smaller. Managed to get it down to a basketball. But I really want to aim for, though, is selective absorption. You mean choosing what to affect, among what? Someone's clothes and their bodies, for example. Say I just want to disarm someone instead of freezing their arm. Oh, I see. Sounds like something that'd be hard to practice, huh? Yeah, I need something like a mannequin with layers of clothes, but anyway. I think that's a fine. Jesus, I'm so far away from. I wonder if there's anyone at the school we could ask for tips. One of the teachers, maybe? Actually, I was thinking more about one of the students. Who, though? I'm trying to think, who has a semblance like that? I don't know, my mind's going blank. A young girl that looks like a Grimm? You know something I don't, Glenda? Not about her specifically, but the concept is not a novelty to me. There's something to do with that secret war Spin's been fighting? Yeah, but the similarities end there. The grim-looking person I'm thinking of is an extremely dangerous grown woman. not a head-bang magnet. Still, a magical user that Osmond doesn't know of. My theory is her creation she's a creation of that being called itself the boss. It can create magic users? That's concerning. Only the one so far. Either his creative powers have limitations, or magic users do not serve his needs. Thankfully, still, are you positive that she can be called, what she does can be called magic? Well, I obviously couldn't verify it firsthand, lacking expertise and first-hand experience with our subject, but a nice young lady who helped us was pretty sure about it. A nice young lady? Who exactly are you talking about here? I'll pass by. We don't really go for formal introductions, but she called herself Amber and referred to herself as a maiden. Oh boy. Glenda, you're right there. What did you just... How exactly did you... Violet, what did this Amber look like? Where did you meet her? How? Dark skin and hair, wore a long green cloak, in Peak first, then in Beacon later. Again, and she literally appeared out of thin air. This cannot... Glenda, what's wrong? I gotta go. Violet, do not talk about this with anyone else, and neither should your students. But what? Promise me! Alright, I promise. Oh, we're getting into some serious shit here. And back to cheery next day music. Oh yeah, it's a thermos I got for Christmas a couple years back. Yeah, no, it was... yeah. Yeah. Keeps drinks cold for about 24 hours. So, really helpful. That's why I take it to work. Some nice cold water the whole day. And when in summer, people are going to be pissed. She's still there. Of course she is. Were there no signs of... no sign anyone has been in there since we last went down there. The machine is operational and her vitals are stable. With a slow... decline. Brain activity is in a constant state of near flatlining. Flatlining. Jesus. What's going on then? I think it's our enemy. You mean... He just so happened to be helped by a maiden after running into a small girl with grim eyes and bone-white skin. It wasn't a coincidence. Obviously, there's no such thing as a being capable to create magic users on this world. Not anymore. Then, the children are being targeted? On the contrary, it seems like a setup to get their good graces. But for what reason? Won't be the first time she tried something like this. Her end goal is most probably corrupting someone. The question being, who? I want you to report anything concerning this matter to me, Glenda. Any detail. Once we understand who she may be targeting, then we can make an informed decision. But what should I say to Professor Peach? Oh, I think I have just a story for her. Oh boy. And now we're back here. Anything to do here? Okay. Nope. Okay. You know what? I could go this and see if I can set up the fourth event. Hey, Yang. You're a woman of routines, aren't you? More like a girl of habits. Routine makes me sound boring. Oh, I'm sure you can be boring if you really try. Oh, you think too highly of me, T-Man. That kind of feat is beyond even me. If you say so. Anyway, something happened? You could say so. Nothing to worry about, really. It's just the first time I've actually had to ask a girl out properly, you know? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I talked about it with the girls. Oh my gosh. And I didn't mind giving it a try if you don't. I don't? I don't know. Too direct? I don't think there are many other ways to put it. No, it's just, I wouldn't say too fast, but feels too easy, you know? I'm sure we can find ways to screw up along the way as long as we avoid them. No promises. Fine by me, so night out dancing? As much as I'd love to come from familiar grounds, what about a day out? Of course. Hit you. Wait, again? Near that window? That was a big bird. Someone just like on a balcony. I think a flock of ravens may have moved into the school. Ravens, huh? Sorry? Nothing. So let's pick a day and just go. Yeah, that's how it works. Okay, so I guess I can do Yang's 4th event despite what that guide said. So... Nope. Yeah, I might also do another mind train thing. There we go. 1 by 1. So everything is at 25. Alright then. I'm still so confused about the Yang thing because the guide I was looking at said make sure you do Yang's like 3 events before day 66, otherwise you'll miss the chance to do the 4th. And here I am at day 115 and I can do it. Okay then. Oh, who'd I get my ass kicked by this time? So much of training, huh? Well, I feel like I'm making progress here. Oh, Jack's back in that outfit. What's with that big smile, partner? Oh, I know what it is. Most of his matches now end up in timeouts, so he's, feeling... Alright, so not getting my ass kicked anymore. Sweet! Maybe just a little. Inspirations are helping. Even if the fact my eyes light up every time I use it is a pretty big tell, they know exactly what I'm going to do. They never know. Now you just have to get your aura to last longer. You might have a shot of actually winning one of your matches. Oh, so I never win. But real confidence building skills there, Penny, but I get it. Especially when a partner, why haven't you, you know... You mean other than the fact that I can kill people by doing it? Feels like cheating when I'm fighting one-on-one. I mean, during a team action is one thing, but duels? I can't always rely on having you around. True, relying on yourself is first important, but it's still something only you can do. Can't really call it cheating if you can do what you're capable of doing. Also, by following that logic, you shouldn't be using other things either. Maybe I should start making you pay copyright. I can never ever win against them. Alright, I'll try to use it in class next week, okay? Glad to hear it. And about words that need to be spoken. Miss Goodwitch said she wanted to have a talk with us and Professor Peach tomorrow after dust class. What do you think it's about? Considering recent developments, it's either about that adorable one or the matter she told us to leave. Wait, the matter she told us to leave to her? Yeah, alright. Ah, wait. My nose itches. Okay. Yeah, I want to make sure I don't miss any like developments for future events, so... Okay, I think that is just to go see Pura, that's to go train with Yang. Is there anything to do in here? Okay, that's for Ruby's third event. I don't think I'm gonna do that. Alright, is this still just to talk to Madonna? Oh! Huh. Let's see. Okay. One sec. Okay, that car alarm's finally stopped at least. Right, so... There's a fourth event I want to do first before Yang's. It's kind of just based on, like, favorite character. Gee, I wonder who. So... pretty much just gonna skip a few days, get stronger. Alright. Alright. 16. Alright, it's dust class. Let's see what this is about. What does Glenda want to talk about? Maidens of Legend from the Fable. They actually exist. Wait, she's telling us like... Oh, she's telling them... she's telling her the whole story. Alright, time to turn the bullshit up to 11. Oh, so she's telling all of us. You mean that we met with a legend? Yes. Seemed pretty real to me. She saved our bacon. That's what maidens are known to do. They travel, help who they can, though they usually try to do it covertly. They don't join battles if they don't usually stick around to introduce themselves. Because if maidens exist, then that means magic exists too. Great impression, Penny, but don't push yourself too hard. Yeah. You realise now that'd be a shock to the general populace, which is why I need you to keep all this to yourselves, children. We understand, but Glenda, considering how a particular location of Peak is, we run the risk of running into her again. What should we do if that happens? Well, she's been impeccable so far, so unless she suddenly becomes hostile, I'd say you can accept her help. Maybe ask her what she's doing in P to begin with. But is she dangerous? What else can you tell us about her? Not much. We know that the maidens are powerful, but there's not much else I can share. That's just great. Hopefully she doesn't turn on us and turn us into frogs or whatever. Miss Goodwitch, though, I can't help but ask, how do you know that magic is real, if it's not common knowledge? I can't share all the specifics, but I'm sure Evelyn and Jack can testify to the fact that Headmaster Osborne does more than just oversee this academy. Magical activity is not one of the areas he's taken himself to oversee. I see, then what about the young girl? Unfortunately, we have no knowledge of such a being. So I'd be grateful if you could share any intel about her upon successful sets of encounters. Sure, first intel, she's totes adorable, but more about that later. Let me see, is that we can share? Right this moment, yes. Let's see, children, go on ahead, I'll catch up with you later. Sure, Professor Peach. Thanks for the intel, Professor Goodwitch. Now, what else is there? Glenda, you do not react to the word maiden when we spoke of it. You reacted to the name Amber. You know this girl. I do. And her being in Pete makes no sense. Hey! Okay then. Truths mixed with half-truths. And one big lie. The one time she was lying through her teeth was when she said that she had no knowledge of such a being. You mean, what we were talking about, Janara? But that means that she does have knowledge of such a being. But then Janara is not a creation of the boss? Not necessarily. What do you mean, partner? Remember that Ozpin knew nothing about me? And whatever I am? It's tied to Peak, the mystery behind it, and the thing in it. There's no reason to believe that they know anything about Shannara either. But she was lying when asked. She lied about having knowledge of such a being, not Shannara herself. And that got me thinking. Take it, you were born by copying Mercury Black, remember? Don't remind me. Been trying to suppress most of his memories from day one. Point is, maybe you and Shannara are similar in that aspect. She's someone else's copy? Yeah. I think Miss Goodwitch knows about the person or being Shannara was inspired by. Wait, so is she made, like... Huh, this is just getting weird. That's awfully specific, though. I think it was just a fluke. She might have copied anyone at all. But if your theory is true, Janara was made and tailored specifically to one person. The question then becomes, why? Maybe that's also similar to my situation. What do you mean? I spoke about this with Peach before. I don't know much about the how or when, but I have a feeling that my existence was because this flame thing wanted to show someone up. Maybe it's the same thing. How and who do you show up by making a, well, human being and a magic user? Wait, so does the boss want to, like, show up Salem and be like, I'm the new god of this world. I'm a flame monster thing. I don't know. That's going to be the voice I use for him. If I remember. Your guess is as good as mine on that one. And I'm afraid I can't be of much help on that front either. Hey, I was wondering why there was a space there. Amber, was Professor Peach able to extract more information about Miss Goodwitch? Also, Amber was listening in to give us more intel. Sneaky, I like it. Yes and no. Professor Goodwitch admitted to knowing me personally. She what? Apparently the maiden Amber was under her group's protection, but they failed in keeping me safe from harm. She wasn't willing to share who harmed me or what they were trying to protect me from. But according to her, my appearance anywhere at a certain time is impossible. So she fears that there's a setup by someone. A setup she warned Professor Peach about, despite her master husband's wishes. Asshole, he and his secrets. Well, We know it isn't a setup anyway. But if she's convinced of that, then maybe... No. I don't feel dead. And here I was trying to not be blunt about it. Alright, so let's put everything... Let's take out everything we know. Amber was on Osborne's protection, but it did her a fat lot of good. She's not dead. She's probably heavily injured then. And her going around must be like, I don't know, an out-of-body experience. She's protecting her soul or something. Oh, I believe that may be it. Yes, it was instinctual. I don't know. I could do that. I didn't know I could do that. Alright, but if she's technically alive, I don't think she should be able to skip the country. Get that far out of her body. I mean, aura dissipates if it gets too far from the host body. Exception maybe for a certain semblance, no? Makes sense, but I believe magical power is different. I don't remember why or how exactly, but I feel it's so... Oh my god. What? Partner, what is it? What have you figured out? When I first met Amber, she didn't know she was in the real world. She didn't know the amphitheater wasn't... Well, there was. She didn't know she could move, so she never tried, and her magic power wasn't as strong as it is now. That means where she was must have been where she first appeared. I think it was close. So they figured out Amber herself is in Beacon. Wait, you don't mean... The only explanation I can think of... Son of a bitch! Amber, your real body is somewhere in the school. Yep, he's cracked the code.
Hello loves, Tracer here. You've just watched a video by your only mate. Subscribe, like, comment and check out his other stuff. Cheers loves!